Sing that shit.
But before I hop right into it, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, SeatGeek. Now, I know you guys have already heard of this app, but if you haven't, I would highly recommend that you go check it out. SeatGeek is an app that takes all the confusion out of buying a ticket. Be it a game, concert, Broadway show, whatever the occasion may be, they got you. And they even give you a out of 10 score on each ticket to know if you're getting a good or a bad deal. Green good, red bad. And if you're still kind of iffy on it, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. And there will be a link to it in the description box below. And remember, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you will get $20 off your first purchase. So go check them out. So throughout the 2018-2019 NBA season, we got little information on Michael Porter Jr.'s recovery from his back injury, but the little information that the Denver Nuggets medical staff did provide us with said that everything regarding his back was going in the right direction and that he'll be 100% by the time the Summer League rolls around. And here we are today with the Summer League right around the corner, and actually I think it starts like next Monday, but it seems that he's actually 100%. Although we did hear a report that he did develop some type of drop foot and that he'd have to wear a drop foot brace during the Summer League, but according to the Nuggets, it's not that big of a deal. And other than that, he's perfectly fine. And you even had Tim Connolly, who's the general manager of the Nuggets, confirm this after they drafted Bobo. And in a quote, he said this: "He's been in the gym twice a day for a long time. He's been fully cleared for several months. Again, we're going to be patient, but he's been full bore for a long time, and he resembles the player we saw prior to all the injuries." And then he would continue to say this: "We want to temper expectations, but he looks healthier than he's been in a long time." So if you're a Nuggets fan or a Michael Porter Jr. fan or just an NBA fan in general, this is amazing news. And this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I'm way more excited to see Michael Porter Jr. play than Zion Williamson or even the RJ Barrett. But you know, that might be because I'm a Nuggets fan and so I might be a bit biased. But with that being said, just like Zion, let's not forget the hype that was surrounding Michael Porter Jr. prior to all his injuries and going into college. Now, I'm not saying it was the same as Zion, but it was still pretty insane. People were literally calling him the next KD. You even had some people go as far and say he was a more athletic Kevin Durant because of his game and being able to score at all levels, and also because of his physical attributes. Now, of course, after going off the radar a bit and sitting out for a whole year, it's natural for people to forget the hype that was surrounding this kid, but the hype was real. Now, I'm not expecting Michael Porter Jr. to come out firing out the gates. Once again, he missed a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, so it might take some time for him to look like the player we all think that he could be. But with that being said, in today's video, I wanted to talk about what to look out for in Michael Porter Jr.'s NBA Summer League performance. So with all that out of the way, let's hop right into it. So coming at number one is he really healthy? So of course, coming into the league, injuries was a huge concern for Michael Porter Jr. I mean, that's the whole reason why he fell to the 14th pick. NBA teams didn't want to deal with that back injury, but prior to the back injury, Michael Porter Jr. was this 6'11" super athletic forward who could jump off 1 or 2 feet, real agile, a real lob threat, especially in transition. I mean, just look at some of these dunks. But in college, when he came back prematurely from his injury, the man was looking pretty stiff, and it was even reported that on draft night, he could barely stand up. But heading into this year's Summer League, it's important to see if he can move fluidly. This is something I'm gonna really keep an eye out, because if it seems like he's moving slow or has some type of pain that's stopping him from moving fluidly, that means NBA teams were right on passing up on him. But hopefully that isn't the case and that he's really 100%. But yeah, that's the first thing to really look out for. Can he move fluidly without any pain? And is he still that 6'11" super athletic forward? But the second thing to look out for is his three-point shooting. So What made Michael Porter Jr. such a great scorer is his ability to shoot the ball from practically anywhere on the floor. And one of the most valuable skills for a player to have in today's game is the ability to shoot the ball off the dribble from the three. And prior to all his injuries, he definitely had the ability to hit off the dribble threes as well as three-pointers coming from off the dribble handoffs and screens. But during this year's summer league, I want you guys to pay less attention to his percentages from the three-point line and more so on his shot selection. And it would be nice to see him take a variety of three-point shots during the summer league, even if it includes some difficult looks. And the reason why I'm saying this is because as long as he's taking those shots with confidence and making some of them at maybe a 34% clip, it shows that he's heading in the right direction and can be that unstoppable offensive player or scorer we all know that he could be. Also, it's not uncommon to see guys struggle in their first time in the summer league. For example, Zach LaVine, De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young all struggled in their summer league debuts, but look how they all turned out. Now, I only named a few guys that came to mind, but there's probably been a lot of NBA stars or even superstars that struggled in their first time in the summer league. Also, if you add in the fact that once again, Michael Porter Jr. did miss a lot of time. Yeah, things might be a bit rough for him from the start, but as long as he's taking those shots with confidence and making them at an acceptable rate, then he'd be heading in the right direction of being that player we saw prior to all his injuries. But the third thing to really look out for is his ISO game and his free throw attempts. Now, another big part of Porter's game was his ability to take guys off the dribble at 6'10", 6'11". But with that being said, at times it did look really sus, and the only way to get better at this is with plenty of repetition where he creates his own shots via isolation. And in the summer league, he'll probably have the green light most of the time, so he'll get plenty of repetition. And if Porter is able to show off a decent touch on his mid-range looks and post-up opportunities and isolations, then skill set wise, maybe he can be the next Kevin Durant-like player. Also, being able to score off the dribble will give the Nuggets offense another dimension and will allow him to fit in better. They won't just have the best passing big man in the league, but they'll also have a 6'10" forward who can score off the dribble and could be an unstoppable offensive player. Also, being able to get to the free throw line shows that he's able to get to the basket and absorb contact, and this will just add on to how versatile of a scorer he could possibly be. And free throw percentages sometimes can be a high indicator of how great a shooter someone can be long term. So hopefully he's able to get to the line and make his free throws, and this could really benefit the Nuggets. But the last thing to really pay attention to is defensive rebounds. Now, Michael Porter Jr. has never really been an extremely physical player, and he'll probably spend most of his time on the perimeter playing the three in the NBA. But at 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, Michael Porter Jr. might find himself playing the 4 position at times. Also, being able to grab boards could be a key to him getting more minutes in the rotation with the Denver Nuggets. Porter's willingness to go after contested rebounds will be another great way to see where he's at health and confidence wise, especially when he's matched up with some very physical players during his time in the summer league. Ideally, I'd like to see him grab 4 to maybe 5 rebounds a game. But this will be the first extended look at Michael Porter Jr. for a lot of us, and it'll be fun tracking his progress as he works his way back up. And I really can't wait to see what his future consists of. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you think Michael Porter Jr. will perform in the NBA Summer League, and do you think he could become that player we all think that he could be? But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more NBA content. And while you're at it, please go follow me on all my social medias. Links to my Twitter and Instagram will be in the comment section below and in the description box below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.